episode 1. I'm watching it from Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction from the 7-second mark in 1, 0, go. Alright. It's got quite the interesting title. Okay, I thought for a second this is gonna have some Isekai-like elements for a bit when she mentioned when she said what happens if I die here, because going in, I haven't seen any previews or looked at any pre-release information, so I come in here completely fresh. Dang. Oh, snap. I wonder why her perspective is so dark, though. Jeez. But hey, you know what? It's making her intriguing, though. Kind of makes me hope they explore her past a bit to just show us why she has that somber and pessimistic perspective. Because usually characters like that in anime are pretty interesting. Normally, I would think the main girl's in danger, but since she is in the key visual on Funimation's site, I don't think there's no way she's gonna die. I don't think they'd bother, well, at least the animators would bother on drawing such a captivating key visual if she was just gonna bite the bullet in the first few minutes. Oh. You know, I wonder if there's gonna be love at first. I wonder if that's gonna be love at first sight. That's pretty random. And I'm assuming the blonde-haired chick is gonna be able to dispatch of this creature relatively easily. Oh. Never mind, I thought she had some kind of like special combat capabilities. I mean, I hope for their sake maybe they gain immunity against its abilities if they keep on staring at it. No, that's all it took. Okay. Yeah, it didn't look like it was enhanced with like any magical abilities or something. Oh shit! Although the fall didn't look that steep, she would have probably had some bruises though. But thankfully though, she was saved. Toriko, that's a cute little name. And hey, so that'll actually return the favor in helping Toriko out there. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't blame him for wanting to keep, unless it disappeared alongside the creature. Whoa, what the fuck? How in the world did that thing turn into that? Unless rocks all happened to be the weakness of the creature, or it had some kind of like, special properties or some kind of science fiction. You know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna... Here's my theory. Maybe that creature got some weaknesses, and salt just happens to be its weakness, and maybe that's its core or something. That's my guess. And maybe that'll allow her to utilize his abilities, Toriko. I don't know. That's just my theory on that. Opening looks pretty nice. Wait, I wonder why your hand's seemingly looking like it's disappearing, though. Unless she's got maybe a limited lifespan or something. And then you see a lot of unique looking creatures. I wonder if they're going to be... If there's going to be a lot of action sequences. And they're going to have to hunt down dangerous, vicious creatures. I mean, at the very least, you get to see some nice, wholesome friendship, though, going by the opening. And it looks like there's going to be some drama, too, though, because even though most sequences looks like Toriko and Serrano actually hit it off pretty well, that scene where she's looking pretty serious, it does not look like everything's going to be filled with happy vibes. Okay, is that a finger? No, that's probably a doll finger. I don't think it's a real finger. Okay, I wonder which world they're talking about, though. So is this some kind of like a world within the planet Earth that they can just transport to? Or is it all kind of like, say, similar to Digimon, where there's a digital world that you can transport to, but then you can come back and you can do certain things in the other world? Is it kind of? I wonder if it's. Huh. Okay. So if, say, an urban legend from the net from 2003 can gain physical manifestation, I wonder if you can have some folk tales like, say, the Kappas, or say Hanako, that on certain toilets and, say, certain schools can also show up, or things of that nature. Some like urban legend like creatures. That'd be pretty interesting if that ends up being the case, because that could give the series a lot of variety. Or even ghosts, too, straight up. Hell, that's something like that. I wouldn't want to sell it unless it could get a mini fortune out of it. And even then, I would contemplate whether I would sell it or not, because that thing looks like it'd be worth a lot more than what money can buy. Hmm. And that explains why the series is called Urasekai Picnic. Huh. Maybe Toriko's looking for a family member. That's gotta be it. Or not. Maybe it could be a friend or a lover. Hey, whatever they did against the first creature, I hope they can pull it off, because they're gonna need it. Whatever they've pulled off, and they need to pull off that shit again. And they need to if they want to survive. Or did they get unknowingly transferred into the other world? Because now it's looking straight up trippy. She's talking of it as if it's the most natural thing in the world for people over age carrying a gun. I love it. It actually goes to show you, gives you a grasp of where Toriko grew, type of background she grew from, because if something as, say, a gun is that casual, she must have grew up somewhere called utterly dangerous. Well, I mean, she probably saw her life before her very eyes. I mean, near-death experiences do that to people. I mean, people change a little bit whenever they go through experiences like that. Shit like that happens. Hmm. I wonder why that's the case, though. Is it because when it's a blue, an unknown creature attacks them, if they touch the whatever the hell the blue object is, and maybe that's why it's the most dangerous thing? Oh, this woman! How in the fuck do you not bring your phone? I mean, you know what? No, I should not say that. Some people are just like that. But dang it! And I'm assuming her running into Toriko is going to be such a pleasant experience, or maybe it will be. I already love how she's instantly drawing it. Oh, okay. Instantly drawing attention. I love it. Well, I mean, hey, Sora can make a friend. It could actually help her out in the long run. Because she was contemplating whether people are going to care about her if she dies, so... I just hope they go in. Aww. I mean, I could see why she wouldn't want to go there, though. Danger factor and all that. A lot of people wouldn't be inclined. Yes! Let me go to this place where I could die. No one would say that. At least no one that's sane. I mean, I guess there are adrenaline monkeys. I guess those people are sane. But y'all know what I mean. Most people that are sane wouldn't want to go there. Hey, that's actually a good point. But the money, I mean, hey. Oh. I mean, when she says it that way, how could Soda say no to Toriko? Come on. Oh. It looks like she was one of... Yep! She won her over. That smile. That is the smile that victors make. I mean, I think eventually though she'll get used to what she should be saying though. I think it's just a process. Like if you don't have experience of interacting with a lot of people, your first few interactions are gonna be awkward. They're gonna be out of place, and you know what? That's perfectly fine. Just as long as you can keep on trying multiple times and failing, so that eventually you succeed, then it's all good. Nothing wrong with a few. Oh, nothing wrong with a few failures here and there. That's just life. Oh, I just like that new noise in the background. It feels like something completely shifty is about to happen with that noise. I wonder if they're going to be transported into the other side. Probably because you see the speed lines on the elevator. I would not be surprised if that was some kind of like entrance. That is a dang good question. I just wonder if she actually has pulled it off that way, or is it just from the information she's heard? That's what I'm wondering. Salt Rock. I'm surprised she didn't throw it at the creature. Oh. But I mean, I guess it was too close. I'm not gonna blame. Okay, yeah, that thing definitely looked pretty dang deadly. Close the door, woman. Close it. That thing, yeah, that thing looks like it's a. Yeah, we got a creepy ass smile too. Although, regardless, if that thing would have answered, I don't think that gun would have had much effect. Just my gut feeling. Oh, I thought for a second like the visuals are gonna get completely trippy. I'm like, whoa. Not to say I don't mind trippy visuals. I actually do like my trippy visuals in anime. But there is a first time for everything, though. Not to say like I want her to fall, but the stairs do look a little bit rusty. But hey, I mean, if it works, right? Okay, good. I was hoping that she would give something to sort out to sort of out to protect herself in case things get really sour. Yes, it's best you learn how to use that now. I mean, they're both girls in a place with a lot of supernatural creatures. Ah, yeah, that is actually a good point. Well, maybe. Well, honestly, I think most people wouldn't be snitching on someone like Toriko either. Toriko did save her life. I think no, honestly, I think anyone who doesn't see him, I don't think they'd be snitching like that. I'm just saying. At least in the area I live in, there's such a thing as snitches get stitches. Hmm. I gotta admit, the backgrounds look gorgeous, especially the grass and the rocks and the cloud. Yeah, it looks realistic, even like the fog effects too. Oh, now it's looking creepy. What the fuck? Oh, that's nasty, yo. Wow. I didn't see that. I just love how distorted the music looks once the Wiggle Waggle actually shows up. Hope for a sec that actually works. Oh, okay. The fuck? Maybe because it. Who knows? Maybe depending on how you kill a Wiggle Waggle, if you kill a Wiggle Waggle one way, it won't affect the others. Or maybe some Wiggle Waggles have immunity against certain objects. That could be it. Maybe they could try absorbing that creature into their bodies. I don't know. But I actually love like how tense this is. Like they have no idea what they're dealing with. They're trying to figure out how to deal with it. And oh, huh, that's a good point. I mean, hey, they might have no other choice but to do that. Yeah, that's really the only thing they can get on. True, if case things go really sour, it's only gonna be her dying and not Toriko. And I really like how they work as a complete cohesive unit right there. Huh. I just love how she's keeping her composure despite the intensity of staring at that creature that makes you go mad if you're not careful. I love it. It's at least a unique conflict resolution. Wait, I wonder what's the glow in her eye though. Oh. I just hope there's no negative effects towards Toriko in the long run because you do see her hand seemingly start not disappearing but fading away in the opening. Dang. Alright. They make a pretty damn good team. Although I know Sora's gonna want to do that again, though. I mean, because I mean, that was way too much of a close call. Okay, at the very least, you actually do seem a little bit scared. I mean, hey, at least they left with the labs. I mean, it's realistic too. Where sometimes people try dangerous stunts, they pull it off successfully the first time, but then the second time, when shit gets almost sour, then they get scared. I love that that's the first thought. But I mean, hey, they do deserve to celebrate. I mean, they made it out of a life and death situation. Boy, hopefully she'll realize that sharing things with other individuals is actually funner. Oh, we're seeing Soda grow a bit more. Wiggle waggle hunting. Alright. Cute little episode title. Actually, I liked the episode more than I thought. If I were to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I thought it was a solid 8 out of 10. But before I give my rationale as to why I gave it a high rating by my standards, let me just look at the ED. Alright, so unique as far as EDs go, seeing silhouettes. Better than your conventional EDs where it's just a still, at least from a visual standpoint. It's got a unique vibe to it. Now, as for the song itself, I actually like it. I might actually give them a listen to the full ED when I get the chance. I think it sounds pretty good. You and Me, okay, so I'm assuming You and Me is the name of the song. I was wondering with like the silhouettes like that if it's gonna imply that there's gonna be all romance developing between the two because hey, I wouldn't mind that, but at the same time I wouldn't mind if they just build a nice blooming friendship. Either way it swings. I'm definitely gonna be following it, so more power to it, whatever it does. I like the cute little art style here. I like it. Whoa! I want you to drink. I like, say, drink 2 or 3 of those and I already feel kind of messed up. And she drank like how many glasses of beer? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15? Jeez, most people would die if they drank that much. But anyways, all jokes aside though, yeah, there was a lot of things I actually liked about this. I mean, for one, something I liked about the episode, I like the fact that for this one, at the very least, you do have a leads that are charismatic for the most part. I thought Toriko was charismatic, even though Sora didn't have that much charisma. You know what? I don't mind that one bit because, for one, it's going to balance things out because if, say, Toriko and Sora were like both hype women, then it'd feel like, alright, they feel too similar, they feel too one note. But thankfully, they both have enough differing traits with each other where I'm like, you know what? It is going to make them characters that are fun to follow because, for one, I'm going to assume that inevitably Sora is going to become much more socially active, much more outgoing. I mean, that's the character arc they're building for her from the looks of it off of episode 1. So that's why I liked it from the character standpoint, because in the Sora wasn't charismatic, she was still likable, because the whole, oh, does anyone really truly care about me? It's something a lot of people go through. Doesn't matter what your background is, a good portion of people go through that. And that's why I found her to be likable. And same with Toriko. I like her for like the opposite reasons. She's charismatic. She's hilarious. She comes prepared with a gun. I'm like, damn. Definitely wouldn't be the type of person you'd want to fuck with. You would want to anger anything of that nature. And that's something that I like too about this episode. Kind of has the whole vibe of looks can be absolutely deceiving. And you know what? I dig that. I dig that. And that's why I felt it did pretty darn good from a character standpoint. And on top of that, something else I also like about this episode too, I thought the conflict came up naturally. Well, yes, most people, when they go through almost a near-death experience, they wouldn't want to encounter that death object again. But considering that Toriko and Soda are so dang young, it's like, yeah, it makes sense why they'd want to risk it. Money, finances, for a thrill ride. It makes sense. So I thought the conflict came on naturally when they wanted to go to the other side. And considering that they had a success, I will not be shocked if they want to do it again in episode 2. And you know what? I'm down for that. So already I think the series, it does well for itself in the fact that it's a bit more unique than other animes. Because in other animes, when characters go into other worlds, it's because they're dragged into it, not because they actually go of their own choosing. In this series, I kind of like its uniqueness in the way that, Toriko and Sora, they actually want to go, and they give us a legitimate reason as to why they'd want to go to, and they understand the risk factors too. So that's why I thought the running was pretty darn good. Thought it had some nice comedy here and there. Thought the tension was resolved pretty well too. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking win. It didn't have any moments where the characters were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win a fight because of I got fucking genetic bullshit hacks to take over the day, or I'm super fucking powerful because I got isekai into another world or transferred into another world or something like that. You know, no, none of that. Instead, you had the not to say I hate it when isekais do that. I don't hate it when they do that as long as they execute it well. But this series is a breath of fresh air in regards to with the way it handled things. You see Sora, she takes care of it using herself as like a bait so that Toriko can finish the job. And I like that because you saw her in absolute danger, how it was affecting her mind, and you saw her first person point of view. It made it feel really tense. And that's why I thought the first episode did pretty darn well for itself. And on top of that, how can I not love the art style? I thought the art style was pretty beautiful. Yes, some of the CG animation for some of the otherworldly creatures could have been better, but for the most part, it worked. It had an otherworldly-like vibe, so I'll give her credit for that. Most of the times, the CG in the episode hit, it didn't really have that many misses, if you ask me. And on top of that, the voice performances were phenomenal. And that's why I thought this episode was worthy of an 8 out of 10. Hell, it's actually one of the better first episodes I've seen this season by far. And already the season's starting out pretty damn good, if you ask me personally. But, anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I would love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about the reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the vid, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Later.